Alright, let's get straight into this one. You see that Lychee Ambassador badge right there. Slice with no other than Lychee. In my opinion, the best slicer there is to use the slice your prints. Hitting it with a heat gun to help loosen them supports. Some people use hot water. I rather a heat gun. It's just easier to have right there on your workstation to hit your models with to loosen them supports up. And after a while, you'll get a nice little feel on once they loosen, like how to pop the models off without leaving so much divots. But I put a lot of heavy supports on the bottom of her cape. I printed this in one piece, hitting it with some alcohol. I did start sanding, and there's going to be a lot of back and forth on this video. Sanding, cleaning, sanding, cleaning, sanding, cleaning. I did use some sanding twigs that I got off Amazon. I posted a picture of that on the screen. But the sanding twig work wonders. They get in small places, easy to handle. They come in all different size grits, and I don't even know what grits I use. I just pick whatever grit feels the best for whatever I'm trying to do. And after a while of sanding, you'll pick up that feel for the different sandpaper grits. Some people are like, oh, 80 grit, 120. I don't even know. I just feel it and be like, all right, this is what I need. And we just getting this thing all sanded up. Now we cleaning it off, hitting it with some alcohol, hitting it with a toothbrush. And this video is all about prep. And each model you prep is going to be a different approach. You know what I mean? And that's what I plan to do with all my videos, to show you the prepping process of the different models that I do. So I'm just taking my finger, feeling around, because there's going to be some, you want to get as much sand down as possible before you start spraying primer on. So I'm just feeling around my finger, sanding, cleaning, wiping, sanding, cleaning, and that's what this all is. It's just sanding, cleaning, wiping, sanding, cleaning. I'm getting right here under her arm, and again, them sanding twigs is good for that. Getting all in the cracks and crevices of her cape with them sanding twigs. If you don't got these sanding twigs, I suggest you get some. Alright, so now I'm about to go on with a Dremel. Now it's very important that you use Dremel bits used for nails. If you use any other Dremel bits like for woodworking, it would dig in your model. The ones for nails is perfect for your 3D prints because it won't dig in your model and leave all that scarring. Make sure you get the bits for nails. Make sure you go over there and follow me on Instagram at Half Dead Customs. And if you're not, subscribe, hit that notification bell, because we got videos coming. And we doing the same thing, sanding, cleaning, sanding, cleaning. Alright, so this is something that I had picked up. I had found these syringes at this hardware store by me that sell like return Amazon boxes. So I was like, oh, let me get these a try. So I put some of the Green Stuff World UV resin inside of them. And I kind of was already doing this technique with just a brush. But I decided, let me try the syringe. And I've been doing this for a while now. But with the syringe, you get pinpoint accuracy of where them divots is. And you could just get it right into the spots you need to. And then I also go in there with a brush to feather out the edges, because when after you cure this and you sand it, you don't want them edges to be harsh because you're going to fight sanding them down. So when you put that resin on there, make sure you feather them edges out, so when you sand, it'd be easy to blend out where that resin is in the model. Once again, when you put that resin on there, make sure you blend that out. And we're just hitting around, and you can see all them divots, especially look on the left side of my thumb. And I'm gonna work that resin all the way up her cape. Hitting it with a little UV torch. But then I also got a big UV torch that I also hit it on the side with too. And there was a little piece of her cape that had a little hole, and I'm just putting some resin there. And I'm going in with my drill bit again. And like I mentioned before, make sure you use the drill bits that are used for nails, that are used for following nails. They won't dig into your model and tear your model up. And I'm just getting all them little boogers and stuff around and knocking them down. And we wiping and cleaning again. Now I'm going in with some sandpaper on them areas that I hit with that resin that I use with the syringe to wipe that down. And like I said, it's important to feather out them edges, because right here, if you didn't feather out the edges, you'll be fighting to sand that resin down. And also utilize your fingers to feel, because there might be some stuff on there that you can't see, but your fingers, you'll definitely feel it. So I'm gonna go with some primer, and if you watch my first video, you know I stand on Auto-Born Sealer primer, the only primer I ever use. And I'm thinning it down with some Createx, some 4013. And like I said in my first video, I stand on this primer because when you put it on and you need to sand something afterwards, it sand down nice. I used to use Vallejo primers, but when I used to sand, it used to peel. Createx Auto-Born Sealers. So I'm just going on and I'm showing you, after I put the prime on, just different areas that I couldn't see that I needed to clean up under her arm. See over there up under her cape. So with this primer, you can sand good. So I'm gonna just go in there with some sandpaper, and I'm not sure what grit sandpaper I'm using, but I just felt the grit and just felt that that was the appropriate grit to use this for. And if y'all not, make sure y'all subscribe, man. I appreciate you guys. Y'all really showed me love on my first video, and this is just the beginning. Like I said before, I got plans to do videos on everything that I do. I'm just going in between different sanding paper and sanding sponges at different grits. Going in again with that Dremel. And like I said before, make sure you use Dremel bits that are used for nails so it don't dig up your model. And we just tightening up all around the cape. And mind you, we already sanded after we took it off the supports. We primed it, and now we're sanding it again. And I'm gonna go in with my favorite, the only primer I ever use. I know y'all probably tired of hearing me saying it, but Createx Auto-Born Sealer. And we just covering up all them spots that we sand down just to get some primer on there. And mind you, each model is different. If this was a model that had more texture on it, I would have took a different approach so I wouldn't lose that texture. But since majority of this model is smooth, I can get away with building up layers of primer on it. So how I will prepare this model will be different from the next model. So I'm showing you guys what it looked like. It looked pretty decent, but we're gonna get in closer and you're gonna see some more imperfections that I'm not too happy with. So I'm gonna go in with some glazing putty. Glazing putty. I've seen people use this on helmets before, but I like to use this on my models to get in them spots that that can use some extra attention. So I'm gonna throw that on. I use a little bit with a brush, and then sometimes I use my sculpting tools to put it on. And I'm going in with, I know this is some fine grit sandpaper. What exact number, I don't know. But we just going in there, knocking all that down, smoothing that out, so we could get ready to prime this bad boy. And like I was saying before, each model I will take a different approach to prep. And that's what I plan to show you guys, is each model I do, how I prep that model and paint that model. And that's why it's important them sanding twigs. You can definitely get in them spots. And I'm taking an airbrush right here just to blow off that glazing dust. And I'm going with some water on a microfiber rag and just dust it off. I really don't want to use nothing that got any kind of chemicals in it, because I don't want to wipe off the glazing or the primer that's already on the model. And we mixed up some more of that Autoborn sealer, and we just spraying it on there. Not getting perfect coverage, but just making sure that all them glazing spots has got a nice layer of primer over it. And that pretty much wraps this video up. Make sure you stay tuned. I'm gonna drop another video on me actually getting this storm painted. I'm gonna drop some gems in that video. And check out Wicked 3D. They stand in their own lane. Great Patreon. Tell me what you guys think. And we got some skin tones coming up. Stay tuned.